Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Thomas Kerr, who is, or was at least, a Conservative councillor in Glasgow City Council, he switched sides, he switched allegiances and switched from Tories to Reform. And this was just about a month ago or so. We covered the story at the time. In the month that's followed, he says he's had so much hate and vitriol. He's been accused of being a fascist, of being a Nazi, of being a racist. And he says he's none of these things. What he is fed up with the uniparty stance, where all the other parties, the existing parties, seem to more or less have the same stance on just about everything, where no one is prepared to have new ideas, and nobody is prepared to even admit half the time that the problems that they're facing even exist. You can't stop problems, you can't cure problems when nobody admits that they are problems. And he says it's been very depressing for him, but he doesn't regret doing it. He says it had to be done. Now, a lot of people said that he jumped ship because he felt his career was going nowhere in the Tories. I don't believe that's true. The Tories in Scotland are, it must be said, failing. They're shrinking. They're not going to win as many seats in Holyrood in 2026 as they currently have. But I don't think it is merely opportunistic. From what he's saying, and if you take him at his word, he actually does believe that the Tories cannot cure the problems that the other parties have solved, even if they got into power. But the only people who possibly can do it are Reform, because they're the only party that's likely to be able to challenge the SNP for any kind of power at all. It'll be Reform and whoever Reform go into business with. Might be the Tories, might be Labour. But they really are the only chance. So yeah, I can see why. But as for all the other parties giving him grief, particularly the SNP, he said, they were particularly vitriolic. But you don't expect any less from them, do they? They're a big, bigoted, hate-filled organisation at the best of times. Something like that. Boy, they'll be on their A game, won't they? Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Goodbye.